All right, guys, so you tried B on your own. The car speed was given to us right in the problem. It said that it was 54t. 54 is our speed, right? That's the K. The K is the constant rate, the unit rate. All right, so if you're given an equation like this and they are trying to ask for the unit rate, the constant proportionality, whatever, it's that number in front of this variable here. The variable t was the same thing as our x, right? That was our independent variable. So car's speed was 54 miles per hour. Okay, mph is a way to say miles per hour. You should probably have seen that before on a car or in a commercial for cars or something like that. mph, miles per hour. Notice miles per hour. The way that this is written is y, and then per is that slash x, y over x. Well, what do we know from our first page? Y over x is the constant, so that makes total sense. They're telling you the y over the x is 54. Y over x is 54. All right, so just this idea of proportional relationships. Let's look at exercise number 4. Another car is moving such that the relationship between its distance and time is shown in a graph. So now we have to interpret a graph. We got to look at it, understand what's going on in the graph, interpret it. So it says give an estimate. What does estimate mean? That just means a guess, all right, but an educated guess based on some math. So you're going to do some math. You're not just going to pull a number out of your head, okay? So give an estimate for the speed of the car. Here's how we're going to do this. I need to find a good point here. I see a point that's very close on here. Let me make that different color so we can see that better. You see how this line is coming through here, and it's very close to this point right here. It's not exact, but it's very close. What is this point? Let's figure it out. This point would be 3 hours again, because my x value is 3. And then my y value looks like 200. Okay, so this point 200, I'm going to use this to determine what the speed is of this car. Because remember, speed is the constant proportionality. How do I find a constant proportionality? I use my equation. Let's use the equation. Y equals kx. Okay, let's substitute. So my y value is 200. My x value was 3. And now I have to simplify this. Simplifying it means I'm going to divide, right? Because it's kind of like that last step in a two-step equation, right? I'm dividing by 3 on both sides to get rid of the 3 on this side, okay? In order to do that, I have to do it to both sides to make sure everything's balanced. So my k is going to be 200 divided by 3. Does that make sense? Yes, because remember, in order to find the constant of proportionality, we take y and divide it by x. What am I doing here? I'm taking my y value, which is 200, and I'm dividing it by my x value, which is 3. So if you like to memorize formulas like that, memorize. In order to get k, you do y divided by x. Okay, so let's actually do that. 200 divided by 3, that gives me 66.6. All right, if I put it into a fraction, that doesn't really help me too much. 200 over 3, I know we said we don't like to round. In this case, we're going to have to, because this doesn't tell me much if I'm comparing. I need to find the speed. So I'm going to round this, and I'm going to round it to the nearest tenth. All right, tenth means this value right here. This is the tenth, the one that's to the right of the decimal. So I'm actually looking to the number that's even to the right of that. That's 6. That 6 tells me that's higher than 5, right? So I'm bumping it up. So this is actually going to be 66.7. So I'm coming back here, 66.7, and we're talking about miles per hour, right? When we're talking about speed, miles per hour. So this is an estimate for how fast the car is going. In B, which you guys are going to try on your own, you need to determine, is this car going faster or slower than the one from exercise 3? Go ahead and figure that on your own. Fill in the work that we did here and your answer to B, and then move on to the next question. I'll see you in the next question.